We've seen Trump cabinet meetings where every cabinet member has the chance to go around the table and heap praise onto the president so they can keep their job for one more week. I mean, dutifully serve the country. It's sycophantic and humiliating for those involved, but this comment by the acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker represents a whole new level of suck-uppery.
Sir, Mr. President, I will start by highlighting the fact that you stayed in Washington, D.C. over the holidays, giving up Christmas with your family, New Year's with your family, trying to bring an end to this shutdown and security to our southern border. While some members of Congress went on vacation and ignored the problem. You have demonstrated your dedication to delivering on this critical issue for our country and for the American people, but Congress has to act. They have to fund the wall. It is undeniable that a border wall improves the security of our southern border. A wall would reduce the flow of drugs, gangs like the violent MS-13, and criminals across our border.
Thank you for staying in the White House during the shutdown. First of all, he didn't miss Christmas with his family. Melania flew to Washington, D.C. for Christmas. He did, however, miss his $1,000 per person Mar-a-Lago party where guests could buy access to the president like any healthy democracy. I'm sure he'll have other opportunities to use the office to grift more money from the American people though, so don't shed too many tears for Trump. But more importantly, are we really praising Trump for staying in D.C. during a shutdown that he caused? Remember, the Senate passed a bill unanimously to continue funding the government. The House, too, was also poised to pass the continuing resolution, but only stalled when Trump threw a fit over his border wall. Complimenting him for staying in D.C. is like thanking the driver who just ran over a pedestrian for not leaving the scene of a crime. Really inspiring leadership there. Praising a 72-year-old for not abandoning the mess that he made. But what's a cabinet Q&A without some lies?
Is there a number below $5 billion that you might be willing to accept in order to reopen the government and get this thing moving forward?
Well, I'd rather not say it. Could we do it for a little bit less? It's so insignificant compared to what we're talking about. You know, I've heard numbers as high as $275 billion we lose on illegal immigration. And here you have a wall where you're talking about to complete, because again, a lot has already been done. You know, we've been getting money in. Somebody said that we didn't spend the money. Well, we have spent it, but we don't pay contractors before they finish the job. That's one of the other things that Pat and I sort of instituted. We like to have people do the work. So if we're building a wall, we're paying as they build it. We pay it when it's finished. So they do a good job. This way, if they don't do a good job, we don't pay them.
He said that illegal immigration has cost the United States $275 billion, so clearly $5 billion is a small price to pay, right? Except that number is a lie and has grown precipitously every time Trump brings it up. It's gone from around $100 billion all the way up to $275 billion with no basis in reality. I know. Try to wrap your head around that. That figure originally comes from a $113 billion price tag that an anti-immigration group put together. But even the Cato Institute, a conservative think tank, slammed their methodology for arriving at that number as fatally flawed. In reality, according to the latest data from the IRS, undocumented immigrants who don't have social security numbers but use what's called individual taxpayer ID numbers paid $23.6 billion annually in income taxes, despite the fact that they don't receive benefits like Social Security or Medicaid or are eligible for the Earned Income Tax Credit. Also, and this is nitpicky, but America was built on immigrants. So there's that.